Chapter 14. The next 3 days went by like a whirlwind. Mina and Kiri were moved to a hospital in the human district of Rotorua and treated for their injuries. UN Space Rangers were posted in and around the building to guard it. The day after Kiri recovered from surgery, the patient in the room next door came to visit the fugitive couple. It was a red-haired woman who spoke in a thick Gaelic accent. "I owe you a debt," Ambassador Freya Kinsella said. "My government bluffed the Commonwealth into releasing me. Sec-Gen Robinson told Queen Asanda you two were spilling secrets like there was no tomorrow. I get to walk free, and in return, Earth doesn't retaliate against Iraqi's aggression. Aggression that's totally made up, but aggression nonetheless." Mina listened to all of this from Kiri's bedside. He was fine, but he could still not walk. "So, ma'am, what'll happen to us now?" Mina asked. "Are you going to repatriate me to Higara?" Ambassador Kinsella put her hands on her hips. "Oi, didn't I just say I owed you one?" Kinsella replied. "You asked for asylum, and you'll get a chance for it. That's how I'll pay you back. I'm sending someone to interview you both. If you can convince them you deserve sanctuary, you'll be on the next Starliner to UN territory." Kiri and Mina spent the whole day in nervous apprehension, terrified of their upcoming interview with the UN official. They passed the time by watching the news. To their great surprise, Mina and Kiri's flight to the human embassy was the biggest news in the galaxy. Xenonia News was calling it the swing to freedom, and human propaganda networks were already hailing the couple as heroes for their daring escape from oppressive regimes. Meanwhile, Higara was pressing forward with their plan to construct a dividing wall through the city of Rotorua. Barbed wire fences had already been replaced with 10-foot-tall concrete barriers. The Commonwealth government quickly disavowed Kiri and denied his very existence, suggesting he was some kind of rogue or criminal. Higara had nothing to say on the incident. Mina interpreted the Kith Council's silence as the implied dispatch of Sobani hit squads. At the start of the third day, Kiri was starting to walk again with the help from doctors. It was during one of these physical therapy sessions when the door swung open and a human woman entered. As soon as she entered, all of the doctors and nurses in the room apologized and departed, leaving the newcomer alone with the couple. Mina and Kiri sized up the human woman. The newcomer was a human woman in her lower 20s with white skin and a small scattering of freckles on her face. She had bright green eyes and long black hair tied up in a braid. She was wearing a form-fitting suit of power armor that seemed to shimmer in the light. Kiri quickly realized that this power armor was actually a skin-tight bodysuit underneath a coating of nanomachines. Millions of microscopic robots acting in concert to create a technologically sophisticated outer layer of protection. Whenever the woman moved, her power armor wavered around her body as though she was draped in a black cloak. This visage was nothing short of terrifying. Kiri also realized that he had seen this woman very briefly during the escape. She was the out-of-uniform human standing on the embassy rooftop. Kiri and Mina had never heard of this person before, but upon seeing her, they were overwhelmed by a sensation of impending doom. Terrified beyond reason, Mina and Kiri tried to name this frightening human. "Saju Kor," Mina said. In the Higaran language, Saju Kor means Wrath of God. "Viro," Kiri said. In the old times, Partogans believed Viro to be the god of evil. The demon stepped forward into the physical therapy room, folded her arms, and spoke. "I represent the UN Reclamation Agency. You will tell me everything, and I'll go from there." Kiri and Mina took turns. each one speaking for a few minutes before handing off to the other. Mina started at the beginning, recapping her time in human captivity and going forward from there. Kiri explained the nature of their secret relationship and how they were found out. The demon listened patiently to the explanation of the couple's frantic defection. As they spoke, Mina and Kiri felt a strange buzzing sensation in the back of their minds, and could not help but wonder if they were being scanned. Mina wondered if the demon was a telepath. Finally, the couple ran out of breath. They held one another tightly, while the demon considered them. Her face was still stony, betraying no emotion. After a moment, she said, "You were truthful. I was not expecting you to be, but I consider this a pleasant surprise." Kiri and Mina both let out sighs of relief. "Please," Mina said, "we cannot go back to our homeworlds. We'll be prosecuted, or worse. Earth is our last chance." The demon raised her right hand. The couple was silent. "One last request," the demon said. "Mina, I'll show you mine if you show me yours." The demon gestured to Mina's right arm. Mina rolled up her sleeve to reveal the number 0214 inked on her skin. The demon moved to her own arm. Hundreds of thousands of nanobots scattered, moving up her elbow to make room. The demon rolled up her right sleeve and revealed a similar tattoo on her own arm. 0002. "The Reclamation Agency will take you into protective custody," the demon said. "Cooperate with us, and you'll be off this planet before you know it. Once you get to Earth, you'll have to give a sworn statement to the Truth and Reconciliation Commission. After that, you can apply for residency on Earth. I think Freya's going to help you with that." Mina and Kiri left Hokianga aboard a civilian starliner bound for Earth. A dozen reclamation agents were embedded among the passengers, providing security. All of the passengers, including Kiri and Mina, were excited to start a new life on Earth. The United Nations was about to enter a whole new era. Secretary General Robinson had announced his intentions to leave office just a few months from now, and a round of elections were on the horizon. Previously uninhabitable worlds were being terraformed, and reports from newly established colonies on distant planets were optimistic. The many hundreds of alien passengers felt similarly optimistic about their new lives. Leaving their dark and troublesome lives behind, Kiri and Mina dared to feel some hope for the future. Neither of them had any idea what was going to happen next, but they were going to face the next adventure together. And that was all they wanted. The end. This is Macavity 116. We hope you have enjoyed this unabridged production of A Cold War Affair, narrated by the author. A Cold War Affair was written by Macavity 116, copyright 2023. This audio program was produced by Macavity 116, copyright 2024. XCOM Enemy Unknown was produced by Firaxis Games, copyright 2012. Stellaris was developed by Paradox Interactive, copyright 2016, and Homeworld was produced by Relic Entertainment and Sierra Studios, copyright 1999.